Last week, I booked the absolute cheapest cruise ship cabin that I could find, and it has cost me $150 per night to stay in this beautiful, beautiful cabin. $150, I know doesn't sound that cheap, but I'm sailing solo, so I have to pay for the entire room. I can't split it with anybody. So it should be like $75 if I was sailing with a friend, but $150 just for me. Now, normally I'm working on these ships, so this is kind of a strange experience. I'm going to just do my best to have the most normal, great cruise vacation by myself. I know there's people that do it. I know there's solo cruisers out there, and they say that they have a great time, so I'm going to give it a shot. This is day one on Freedom of the Seas. It's sail away. Let's go to sail away. Let's try and make some friends. You know, something I'm already realized that just being up on top deck for a little bit is the last couple ships that I've been on were all about like throwing the biggest, fattest party you could possibly ever see. This is just more chilled out, and I kind of like that, honestly. Typically, you go to a sail away party or you go to the top deck at any point of the day when the sun is out, and there is not a single chair that you can find to lay out on. There is nothing but seating up here. There's so many chairs. Guys, it happened sooner than I thought it would. I made a friend. Not only a friend, but we sailed together
last month or last year. August last month.
August last month. No,
not last. It was not last month. I can guarantee you that. But like a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago.
Crazy.
August, yeah.
And now here we are in Freedom.
Here we are.
We're going to Coco Cay. That's the plan, which is in 2 days, 4 days.
Oh, I don't even know.
It's Friday.
4 days.
Friday. Yeah, our last day, right?
Yeah.
And before that, we're going to do something so cool. I'm not even going to tell you what it is yet, but we're going to blow your mind. So get ready, guys. Get ready. Okay, I've headed down to deck 4 because I was told that the helicopter pad on the ship you can go to. Like, it's not off limits. Every single ship that I've ever worked on, you can only get to the helicopter pad if you're a crew member. Here, it's just wide open. So I'm on my way to the helicopter pad. Let me show you. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for watching. I'm Brian, by the way. Hey. Nice to meet you.
Tyler, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'll be around just filming all the time. If you see me and I look lost, just jump on camera and save me, help me out. Yeah, exactly. Can you save me right now, please? I was just telling them I feel like half crew member, half guest. And so I feel like I'm constantly breaking the rules. So yeah, not good vibes. But we're gonna fix that. I think a pina colada would fix this. I think that would definitely put me in the mood. So once I leave this helicopter pad, you can find me at the casino, boys. Find me at the casino. Okay, deal. Later. All right, love the helicopter pad. Made some new friends. I don't know why I was concerned about making friends this cruise. You know, people are nice. Everybody's on vacation. It's just bound to happen. Okay, time is flying by and I need to go to dinner because I'm hungry. And the one thing you should never ever be on a cruise ship is hungry. The food is free, the food is unlimited, no excuses. I've changed my outfit a little bit. I'm still wearing the same shirt, which looks kind of disgusting and gross, but I've upgraded it with pants. So let's go to the main dining room for my time dining. I'm on deck 3. And I'm excited. God, I'm so hungry. Oh, shoot. On my way to dinner, the sunset's so pretty. Hold on, I gotta stop and check it out. You know, it looks prettier in real life than it does on the camera. Hence, everybody taking photos. All right. Can't forget, though, I'm hungry. Must get dinner as soon as possible. All right, here we are. I've got my menu, and it is the exact same menu as every other Royal Caribbean ship I've ever been on, so it makes it simple. I think they did this recently just to like simplify food speed across the fleet. I remember like years ago when I went to like main dining, I remember it was like an all-night event. Like it was the event for the night. We would go for like 2 hours. And now I think 45 minutes, you're in, you're out, you're good.
Hey.
No, you're good. What's up?
I'm sorry, I hope I don't...
No, you're good. No, you're fine.
So what can I get for you today?
Could I please have the crab cake?
Absolutely.
And the shrimp cocktail?
Yes.
Is there something you really recommend above
On the main
The
course
others?
side today is either the prime rib or the fish fillet.
Let's do the prime rib.
Prime rib. How would you like it?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Thank you very
Sweet.
much.
Thanks, man.
I'll be back.
Appreciate it. Normally, if I eat alone, I'm just staring at my phone nonstop. But since there's a video to make, I just want to say, so far, so good. Cruise is great. I was thinking because it was such an old ship that it was gonna really, really feel old. The only thing that's actually felt old is the rooms. Everything after that is perfect. Appetizers are here. Always get the crab cake, guys. It is never bad. I would pay for this. I would pay extra, probably. Maybe. Possibly. I should have ordered 2, but I have this to get to. I don't know why I got this. I don't really want it. But, you know, shrimp cocktail, it sounds fancy. But, yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd get 2 crab cakes. You know, in fact, cruise ships, what they're so good for is you could just ask for as many of whatever as you want. So, if at the end of all of this, I'm still hungry, crab cakes. That was delicious. Hi, it's Brian from the future. After dinner, I went to the casino, and I wasn't really sure if you could film in the casino, so I didn't. And then I left and went to bed. So it's the next day. It's about 12 o'clock. I'm going to Chops, and Chops is the steakhouse on pretty much every single Royal Caribbean ship. The difference about Chops for this particular meal is there was a special in the Royal Caribbean app. And when I was checking in, it was like, do you want a discount on a dinner or a lunch? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. So I'm going to Chops today for like $20 or so. I think it's $20. It might be a little bit more. But if you know anything about Chops, it's like the steakhouse on the ship. And $20, I mean, I pretty much spend $20 when I go to Chipotle. So I feel like I'm getting a great deal. I'm going to take you to Chops. I don't know where it is. So let's go find it and let's go eat lunch. Fastest way to find anything on the ship is I just go to the elevators and then I look at the little map there. This is so interesting. I think I have to go through the Windjammer to get to Chops. The strangest thing ever. Yeah, Chops Grill is in the buffet. It never gets easier having to film yourself, and it is amplified so much in a restaurant, especially like a fancy restaurant. I had a couple sitting to my left and to my right. The couple on my left was celebrating an anniversary, and they were being all romantic, and I thought, I don't want to be literally a foot and a half away from them talking to myself on camera for the next 30 minutes. It's going to ruin the vibes. So I am now filming at the end of my meal. There's no food. There's no food left. But I want to tell you about it really quick because it was so good. There's things that I order every single time at Chops. They're just consistently good. One is the mushroom soup. Even if you don't think you like mushrooms, just order it. It is so consistent across every single ship. You can't go wrong. Second, I always get the Caesar salad with the filet mignon on it. You can just get the filet by itself, but I figure you're getting the same kind of meat. Might as well, put it on something delicious. So it was like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Holy golly. Thanks. Yeah, wow. Okay, actually, I didn't finish everything. I've got dessert left, and this is the key lime pie. Here, watch me cut my pie. That is so tart. This is so good, but so intense. So, I think I'm done. After this, I'm going somewhere. I don't know where I'm going yet, but definitely somewhere. So, let's go. Okay, figured out what we're doing next. There is the biggest inflatable birthday cake I've ever seen. I actually don't know if I've ever seen an inflatable birthday cake, but it's in the middle of the Royal Promenade, and it looks like they're throwing a huge birthday party for every human being on the ship that might be having a birthday, which makes a ton of sense. I think it starts in about 5 minutes, so let's go check it out. I've committed this cruise to never use an elevator, by the way. Every time I make a decision, I'm going someplace. I gotta really mentally commit, mentally realize it's gonna be kind of a journey. I really like going downstairs. So far, that's really the best option for me. Alright, vibes are high so far. Oh, heck yeah. And it looks like there's going to be a balloon drop with it, too. Oh, that'll be fun.
And I called the department as a leader, and I
said before. All right, that was more fun than I expected. There's so many people on this ship celebrating a birthday. If there's anything I've learned, it's that you can expect if somebody's booking a cruise, they're not just booking it just because they're bored and want to go on a ship. They're probably booking it for a specific reason, and that's probably a birthday. So I'm gonna start saying happy birthday to strangers, and probably 50% of the time it's gonna be the right thing to say. Also, it's fancy night tonight, so everybody's getting kind of dressed up. You see the tuxes and the gowns out. I brought some nicer clothes. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna adopt the fancy look tonight or not. Let's see how I feel in about an hour. I feel like I've just been cruising non-stop, and I'm just tired. I just want to take a nap. Something that they've done differently on this ship, which I'm not sure if I like yet, is they've put the smoking section down on deck 4 where all the lifeboats are. Normally the smoking section is up on deck 15, and as much as it's on deck 15 and it's in an open area, it's not very open, so all the smoke collects. You can smell it pretty widely on that area, but here it's just wide open. It's ocean, so even though there's plenty of people out here smoking, you can't really notice, and I think that's a win for just public spaces. Plus, it's a really pretty view on this ship. Like, normally the lifeboats are in the way of the view, and there's just very particular spots you can see the water, but here it's everywhere. You get a full view of ocean, and look, you get shuffleboard too. So smoking, shuffleboard, and an exit route if the ship goes down. What more could you need? Just inside by the lifeboats is the Royal Theater. That's what I'm walking to now, and it looks like it's closed. It sounds like they're holding a rehearsal in there. I can kind of hear some music. I'm really excited for the show tonight. This was Jaidyn's very first cruise ship, and it was a contract that she took during COVID times, and she just says it was the worst time of her life on that ship. Partly because I don't think she really liked the show, but mostly because it was COVID and everybody was locked down. We were eating out of boxes and we were being quarantined nonstop. It was a rough time if you remember my videos. I tried to make it seem very pleasant and fun, but it wasn't so fun. So we'll go see that in about an hour, or depending on how I edit this video, we may go watch it right now. So let's see. All right, my very quick thoughts on the show. Singers, dancers, incredible. Singers, very good. My goodness. I know it's like a classic Broadway show, but boy, those set pieces are not helping it feel any younger. For a $100 billion company, I think they should be putting a little bit more effort into at least some new stage design and lighting and stuff like that. But it is cool to see a full orchestra on the ship. That's kind of a rare thing nowadays. Good morning. It's day 3, and we're in Cozumel. I'm really excited about it. I'm kind of nervous about it too, because I'm filming an ad today for this drone company. This is a drone that like follows you around. You just press fly, and then it just flies, and it tracks you where you are. So let me try and give you an example. I press this button, and then it just starts flying. Heck yeah. And it just follows you wherever you go. So I'm over here now. Drone, you ready? Follow me over here. Yeah. And then when you want it to stop, you just hold your hand out. And that's that. Let's go into Mexico. All right, first step with a new ship is finding the gangway. We got on deck 4, but this is clearly not the gangway. There's nothing going on. Down here is where everybody's getting off the ship. So it must be like the lowest deck. Look how pretty it is today, by the way. Gosh, I forgot how blue the water was here. I've been to Cozumel more times than I can count, and I love Cozumel. I think it's like the chillest. I think it's the most walkable. I feel like it has great food, and yeah, just big fan, big fan. I'm trying to find a spot to fly this drone, and there's a little bit of ocean down here, and nobody hanging out. So I think this might be where I give it a try. This is my favorite restaurant in all of Cozumel, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think this might be one of my favorite restaurants like in the world. It's called Ixcool. It's in Cozumel, Mexico, and it is absolutely dead in here. I am truly the only person in the restaurant, and I'm hoping that's not a sign that things have gone downhill since the last time I was here. I don't think I've been here for at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years, but the menu's still the same. Everything looks great. Yeah, so I'm so excited to not only eat this, but to show this place. It is so worth it. So good. Take a look. I think they're good. Actually, I haven't eaten them yet, so let's find out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, they're absolutely perfect. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm here. I wish I wasn't alone, but I'm still pretty happy. And you know what? As long as you're here watching this video, I'm not alone. We're together, right? Kinda, right. If you're coming to Cozumel and you don't know what to do, if you're just looking to have a chill day, this is like the closest area to the port. You just walk across the street and boom, it's there. It's called Ixcool, Ixkool. I just can't recommend it enough. It's so good. And it makes me so sad when I see this place empty like this. It should be packed. It should be absolutely packed. Right across the way from Ixcool, which is what's right behind me right now, is this restaurant called the San Juan Snack Bar. This is where we would go every single time we tried to go to Ixcool and they were too busy. We would just get, I don't even remember what we'd get. We got a lot of drinks, that's what we got. And I'm gonna stop in for old time's sake and have a Corona or something and then head back to the ship. This is the air conditioning for the place. So if you don't like the heat, yeah, this is not your bar, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's just enough wind power to make it bearable, and the beer helps too. All right, I ended up staying a lot longer than I thought I was going to. All aboard is in about 30 minutes, so I got to get on my way. And gosh, you know, cruising solo is kind of a weird thing. You're just obviously on your own, and everything you do is by yourself. It's moments like this when I start to question if my all aboard time is correct. There's not a soul out here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm good, but there is a time change that happens in Cozumel, and they really insist, like, hey, do not go by Cozumel time, go by ship time. As far as I know, I'm good, but the amount of guests out here is pretty concerning if I'm being honest with you. Oh gosh. This is still a massive ship. This was at one point the biggest cruise ship on the planet, and now the ships that came after it are just so absurdly huge. They make it look dinky, but don't be fooled, guys. This ship is still insane, and even though it's 20 years old, I'm finding out a 20-year-old ship can still be pretty good. There's parts of it. I mean, the room, you walk into the stateroom, and yeah, it is a blast from the past. But other than that, it feels cool. It's got a good vibe, and they've changed a lot of things. I think they've updated a lot on the ship, from Playmakers, the sports bar, to the casino. Certain restaurants surely have been updated, and I'm liking it, guys. Cruising solo isn't too bad. The only sucky thing is it's so expensive, so don't cruise solo if you don't have to. Make a friend. Find friends. They make your vacation a lot better. Well, it turns out going out in the sun all day and then going to a bar is the fastest recipe to being really sleepy and falling asleep for the rest of the evening. So it's now 9:40 at night, and I've now woken up. Thankfully, I looked at the schedule. I did not miss ice skating. That is tomorrow. There was a hypnotist, I think, on the ship. And I'm okay. I'm okay missing a hypnotist. Now for tonight. I don't know exactly what to do tonight, but I do have something very important to tell you. Stay right here for 1 second. If there is any hack in the world when it comes to cruising, it's that you can bring any snacks you want on the ship when you board. They're never going to stop you. When you get to your room and everything's closed and you're starving, but you have no options except for maybe pizza on the promenade, it's this. This is what gets you through. This is what takes you to the next day feeling like a champion. Bring Cheez-Its, bring goldfish, bring gummy worms if that's your thing, or chocolates, or whatever. You get the gist. Snacks, bring snacks. It just makes getting back to your room. If you've got like a thing that you always are munching on at home, why not bring it here? All right, enough about snacks. I am going to go out and do something, and I hope that I will show it to you. I hope that I will take you along with me. And if I don't, that means we're waking up tomorrow and going to a specialty lunch again. So whether we go someplace and I show you something, or we go right to Giovanni's, I'm not sure. But let's go to one of the two. What may it be? Write in the comments. What do you think we're going to next? Pause the video. Write in the comments. All right, here we go. Okay, this is what we're looking at here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a restaurant that's made for sharing, but it's just me, so I'm gonna eat a lot. Okay, we just got served the first little bit of stuff. It's bread, and the bread looks insane, by the way. What the heck? Olives and a little bit of sauce, which I'm assuming goes on the bread. It is so oily, it's dripping out of the bread. I forgot to film myself ordering, but rest assured, I ordered a lot. I ordered too much. I got a salad, I got calamari, I got polenta, I got linguine. We've got the bread rolls. There's going to be a dessert. Oh, hi.
There's for your calamari.
Cool. Thanks.
And I got here Alfredo sauce and marinara with some chili flakes.
Sweet. Thank you so much. It begins. It is so squishy, and that's what I want in my calamari. I want it to not feel like it came out of a plastic bag in the freezer section of some store. Okay, there's polenta in this too, and I'm not typically a polenta guy. I don't even know what polenta is, but I'm dipping it, and going for it. Yeah, truly, what is polenta? It tastes like old cardboard. The best kind of cardboard. It's not my fave. I'd rather just have double calamari. All right, course number 2, Caesar salad. I like even bad Caesar salads. It is very hard to disappoint me with a Caesar salad. You can order anchovies as well. I remember as a kid, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they put anchovies on pizza. I thought that was the weirdest thing, but anchovy on a Caesar, oh my god, it's so fishy. It's rare that a fish really tastes like a fish. Guys, this whole meal was $16. I don't know the last time I got so much value for the money. Ever? I guess I gotta taste it first. If it's awful, then terrible value. But I have a feeling it's gonna be okay. It's so hot though. $16. I had my first spill. It's hard to eat pasta. You can wrap it all around the fork, but one wrong move and it just goes everywhere. I did it, guys. I ate every last bit of food, and I am proud of myself. I know I've said it like 7 times in this video, but $16, baby. Tonight is the ice skating show, which I'm pretty pumped about. I've never seen a bad ice skating show so far. And then, gosh, I don't know. We got a full day. We're gonna just figure it out as we go. That's the nice thing about vacation. You don't gotta overplan one bit. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. So, let's go. Turns out the ice skating show was not this evening. The ice skating show was at 1 o'clock while I was eating Giovanni's. So, not going to that, that's for sure. It was the only thing I had planned for this video, by the way, for today, which is day 4. So, yeah, here I am, just in my room, realizing that I gotta do something else, I guess, today. I've been editing this video most of the day, so it's just been taking a lot of my time. I say this every night, like, hey, I'm gonna go do something, I think, but if I don't, see you tomorrow. Yeah, that might happen right after this I turn off this video. Well, we woke up this morning to some interesting news. It was like 8 in the morning or so, and the captain came over the loudspeaker saying that we're not going to Coco Cay. The weather is too sucky.
Once again, due to very bad weather forecast coming our way, very bad weather coming our way with high winds, heavy rain and lightning, we unfortunately have to cancel our call into Coco Cay today.
Now, this is like the full authority of the captain. He decides if he's going to dock the ship or not. And it can be kind of frustrating because there's plenty of times where I was on Wonder of the Seas and every ship would dock in, let's say, Nassau. And we'd be the only ship that wouldn't dock. It happens more often than you'd like that your captain decides it's not safe enough to dock. And then all the other ships dock and you see them, like you see them docked. And you're the ship that's just kind of floating on the outside. So anyway, I don't think that's the case with Coco Cay today because it's just Royal Caribbean's island. I'm guessing none of the ships docked. So to celebrate, not to celebrate, but to commiserate, to just accept the fact that I'm not going to Coco Cay today, I ordered room service and I'm going to show it to you right now. I got the American breakfast, which is just like eggs, bacon, sausage, stuff like that. So I've got the egg and very tiny hash browns. Here's the bacon and the sausage. The bacon looks pretty darn good. And we also got the blueberry pancakes, which look really, really good. They smell good too. I also ordered orange juice, and this is the tiniest little cup. Maybe they're running out, and they needed to keep some for all the people that are now stuck on the ship and really upset that they're not going to Coco Cay. Nothing brings out the grumpiness in guests as much as a canceled Coco Cay does. My band always knew that if Coco Cay was canceled, it was going to be bad vibes at our venue that night. We worked at the Mason Jar at this country music venue, and you just couldn't recover from a canceled port. Everybody was just not that happy, not that excited to sing along, not that pumped to even like drink. I mean, they were drinking, but it wasn't like a, yeah, we're partying, we're on vacation drinking. It was like, man, what a bummer end to the vacation kind of drinking. So, yeah, to all the guests that are on this ship right now that are upset, there's probably a lot of them. I'm going to avoid public areas for a little while. Let everybody kind of calm down and accept the reality that there's no Coco Cay. You know, there's something kind of cool about a ship this small. It just really forces more people to come together than if you're on a massive, massive ship. Like the sports court area, there's like an actual crowd of people just watching this like it's the freaking NFL. When I was a kid, I wanted to be on this ship so badly. I would go to Cruise Critic and I would just search up pictures of the ship over and over again. And this Johnny Rockets was like the ultimate, like, if I wanted to show my friends, like, cruising is so cool, cruising is the best, guys, you gotta go on a cruise someday. It would be the Johnny Rockets on like a Freedom of the Seas. But I never ever got a chance to sail it. This is kind of in a weird way like a childhood dream come true. Though I don't think I'm gonna eat at the Johnny Rockets. It's not my favorite burger. I'm more of an In-N-Out guy, you know? This is the storm the captain was trying to avoid, which I'm guessing he probably made a pretty good choice. It looks pretty gnarly. I haven't checked the weather for Coco Cay, but I'm assuming it's probably pouring rain there. And even if we did dock, it just wouldn't be that fun. I've been to Coco Cay on days where it's pouring rain, and the amount of people that actually get off the ship is so small. So it just wasn't worth the risk, and it wasn't worth the amount of people that would inevitably still complain that it was raining and they were upset about it, and that they'd want their money back because their cabana was soaked. You know, those kind of folks exist. Even when it's just truly the weather that got in the way, they will still fight for their money. Yeah. I just realized I went this whole cruise and I never went to the buffet once. So I'm fixing that now. I just grabbed a plate of the most random items ever because I want to try a little bit of everything and see how it stacks up to the other ships that I've been on. Just to remind you, I've been working on ships a long time, and the last 4 years straight has been on Royal Caribbean ships. They tend to keep their food really similar between the ships. Like, I know exactly what to expect. When I got this plate, I recognized every single item, you know, from other buffets. But quality can totally change depending on who's your head chef, depends on who's in the galley, depends on a lot of stuff. So even though items are the same, some ships you're like, dude, the Windjammer is awesome. Some ships you're like, the Windjammer here needs a little love. So quickly, let's just go through the plate. This is macaroni, grilled bell peppers, salmon, spinach, jerk chicken, mushrooms, and like a sweet chili eggplant. That's what we got here. Okay, rapid fire. Let's just go down the list. This is the spinach. Completely forgettable, but passable. I'll give it a 6. Grilled bell pepper. Yeah, if I made that, I think I'd be proud of it. So I give it an 8. Okay, time for the salmon. This is, you never know. It could be amazing. It could be terrible. It's not very seasoned, and that's probably because it's a healthy option, and I could just add a little bit of salt myself. So yeah, 8, 7, 8. On to the macaroni. That's actually really solid. I'm giving that an 8 as well, but like an 8 with this star next to it. I think it's going to be hard to make any buffet food be higher than an 8, but now you know, an 8 is solid on the Brian scale. Jerk chicken. We're going to use my hands for this one and get the greasiest looking part. Yeah, also good. If you like jerk chicken, you'll probably like this. I give it a 7. These mushrooms are always my favorite thing. Whenever I go to the buffet on a ship that I'm working on, I have to have these, and they tend to be out almost every night. Okay, that's it, folks. I think if you put all those numbers together, it's like a 7 point something probably. I'm gonna give it myself an overall 7-ish. For a buffet, I think that's a killer number. Alright guys, we're pretty much at the end of the video, but there's one last thing I want to show you. I've been talking about this room a lot and how it's kind of old and outdated, but I really haven't shown you the room, so I want to give you a really quick room tour for those of you that have stuck around through a 30-minute video. My God, how have you done it? Thanks for being here this whole time. Yeah, let's commence the room tour. Here we go. I really don't want to say bad things about it because there isn't really anything bad to say. It's a nice room. I'm going to take you around though, show you a few things that I like about the room, even though it's old. Number one is the fridge right here. This fridge is an actual fridge. It like holds drinks, it holds things, and the newer ships, in particular Star of the Seas, has the tiniest, most ridiculous fridge you've ever seen. You can only hold 2 water bottles in there. This thing is so small that you can't put things upright in it. So you have to just accept that if you have 2 people staying in this room and you have 2 water bottles that you like traveling with, well, there you go. You've ran out of room for anything else. Star of the Seas found out a way to make a minier, super mini fridge, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. These here are the ugliest drawers I've ever seen in my life, but they are functional, and that's a very important part about, you know, living on a cruise ship for a whole week. You want to be able to put your stuff into things and be able to fully unpack. Another great storage thing on these ships is this, and there's one on this side as well. If I look to the left, I'm not even gonna cut here. I'm just gonna move us over here. Great closets too. Again, they're really ugly, but huge amounts of space, including a safe, shelves, plenty of hangers, and a lot more of that good stuff. Newer cruise ships do great storage too. It's just much more sleek. It's much more, you don't even notice that there's storage, and there is storage. This is more like a classic, like this is a closet, clearly, and it works. But again, it's really ugly. Last place I want to take you is the bathroom. These bathrooms are incredibly functional, but functional doesn't mean pretty. They are cruise ship bathrooms from 20 years ago. The shower is a little goofy, in my opinion. They have these really, this circular thing is weird. It looks like it's constantly wet, even though it's not. And space-wise, these are just, they work. They work. But the new showers for Royal Caribbean, let me get in here real quick. The new showers are just miles ahead of these, and they've got little benches you can sit on. They have really nice shower heads. The water pressure is great, and it just feels like luxury for this. Even 20 years ago, I don't think somebody 20 years ago would have called this luxury. Good morning. The cruise is over. It's 8 a.m. and I'm a little bit sleepy, but I got to get out of this room. I wish cruise ships were a little bit more like hotels. They let you leave at 11, but there's so many people that got to come on the ship and they got to prep it and get it ready. So 8 a.m. is what the kick-out time is instead. I am spending the next week on Star of the Seas, so I drive up to Port Canaveral and I hop on board tomorrow. I'm going to be with Jaidyn for the next week. She's still a crew member on board all the way till March, and I'll be spending a lot of time on Star of the Seas. So if you like Star of the Seas, this is a channel that will be showing it a lot. And even though I was there for the whole last week, there's so much that I did not see, and I'm excited to get back and like actually really see that ship for all that it's worth. A video about what we're doing on board is coming out in just a couple days. Thanks guys for watching this. If you got all the way through, holy smokes, you deserve an award. You deserve at least a pat on the back. So thanks for sticking around this whole time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.